I used to bet on anything and everything I could get my hands on, whether that was virtual football, amateur volleyball, amateur ice hockey, and the worst, amateur table tennis. And this is a story about that. At the peak of my addiction, I had to have a bet on 100% of the time, 24 hours a day. Otherwise, I wouldn't be satisfied. My brain would be thinking about what the next bet would be. So when there were no football games to bet on, especially during COVID times, my brain went to amateur table tennis. And on the betting sites, they have so many different options for amateur table tennis. They have Czech amateur leagues, they have Ukrainian amateur leagues, and my biggest vice was the Brazilian league and the Russian league. Now, I don't know much about table tennis. I play it, but that's about the extent of my knowledge. So I didn't know anything about these players, and I didn't even know that they were amateurs. I thought these were professional, proper leagues. And you could even watch live streams of them online. So I would place a bet on a player that seemed to be the wild favourite. I place a huge stake on it, not knowing who they were, but just seeing that they were the favourite. And I had these weird superstitions when I was watching these matches. So if the player that I'd bet on was standing on the left side of the table, my left leg had to be ahead of my right leg, and my left hand had to be ahead of my right hand, otherwise I wouldn't win. And I actually had a very good record betting on these matches, because naturally betting on the favourite, most of the time you're going to win, but every winning streak comes to an end, and then you end up chasing your losses with higher risk bets. But these table tennis matches, they would only last 15-20 minutes, so it was a really quick fix to know whether I was going to get my money or not. And it was only much later on that I found out the truth behind these table tennis leagues, that they were set up by these betting companies, and the live streams that were being hosted were literally in the betting companies' warehouses where they host these players, and they were rigged. These players were told to win, told to lose. There's been exposés on it, you can look it up on YouTube, it's insane. Every single match that I was betting on, especially in the Russian leagues, was rigged, and I had no idea. And this is the problem with gambling. The system is rigged against you, whether you're betting on a casino, whether you're betting on football matches in any league, it could be rigged. It's just not worth the risk. My goal with this page is to raise awareness for a horrific addiction, one of the biggest killers in a horrendously immoral industry that not enough people talk about. Give me a follow for more content like this.